I'm sorry it's come to this. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Hello everyone. Welcome to Convergence. Yet another indie game that I wanted to support on the channel because I realized that as of late, I've been playing a lot of indie games. And I'm okay with that. Indie games are cool. I always love to support independent developers who put a lot of passion into their projects. I think it's super important for the gaming industry. So if you don't know what Convergence is, just as a quick little breakdown, post-apocalyptic game, kind of like Into the Radius. It's got some cool stuff. It just recently had a very big update, overhauling some of the AI, and it's been a couple months since I played it, but back when I did play it a lot, I beat most of the content, but we're going to start a new game because there's some new content, and I want to experience it for the first time on a new save. So I'm going to show you all a little bit of this wonderful indie gem. Ah, good to be back. Yeah, this game looks really pretty. To install sights and attachments on firearms, clamp them to a vase on the workbench. I already know all about that. Hunter, do not forget to clean your equipment after raids. Dirty weapons can let you down at the most crucial moment. You're right. So, I got a couple of ammo wheels there, whatever the term is. Oh yeah. Reload again. Oh yeah. I'm out of... I don't have any ammo. And look at that! They gave me some ammo for it. Well, la-dee-da. Can I grab these individually? No? Maybe not. I think if I remember correctly, if I... Yeah! Oh, just call me Arthur Morgan, baby. You know, in other games I've played, I like to say I'm a pretty good shot. That does contribute to this game as well. I hope that shooting challenge that I just did may have helped persuade you. To purchase an item, simply pick it up from the shelf. It will automatically deduct the amount from your account. To sell, place it on the trader's table, and the money will automatically be credited to your balance. That's a nice shop mechanic.
A few moments later.
Yeah, so there's basically just a bunch of different upgrades that you can get. You need to complete missions, get a higher reputation, and you'll be able to buy different upgrades, such as new guns and whatnot. So that's pretty similar to Into the Radius. It's just like a Russian version of it. So we might as well go on our first adventure. What's our backpack looking like? Health kit, bandage, water, and food. You've got your health on here, and the top bar is your water, also known as your stamina. I don't think there was anything in these lockers that was worthwhile. But I do have a friend. Loot in the raid can be found anywhere. Look carefully around, and you might even be lucky enough to come across a hunter stash with the most valuable stuff. Love it. Hello? That's where you refill water with your canteen. And we get a dog! That's one of the main selling points of this game. Hey, puppy. Hi, puppy. So here, we will be able to store guns, and we'll gather pieces of lore that'll hang up here. This is where we maintain our guns. We'll be able to store some guns here. And here's something fun. You can actually draw on this, but you can't erase with it. So we're going to try to write DaWowDude. Look, writing in VR is really hard. Anyway, let's do our first mission. Oh yeah, I got a flashlight. I can flip it around like that. So I can do a little whaw. But even better, I can do a little whaw. I have to say, this is also one of the most unique loading screens I've ever experienced. There's actual, like, interactable things. Like, I can mess with the windshields. I can change gears. I can actually steer on the road. I can lower the window. All sorts of stuff. But we're ready to go. Alright, calculators are in high demand, everybody. And here we are. You can see how I say there's Into the Radius vibes here. I hear something. Oop, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, we're gonna crouch down. Execute a heavily wounded or surrendered enemy is an achievement I just got. But look at what he's got. Nothing like a good old Mosin to get you going. Is it loaded? It is now. Another cool thing about this is there's actual loot on enemies that you can find and store. Well, there we go. That's our first kill. We got a free Mosin. Good job, dog. We might have to try some dog combat for our next encounter. Bless you. Now, sometimes this does have a little bit of optimization issues because... Go get him, boy. I just wanted to help you out, buddy. 2 shots down. As I was saying, sometimes this game does have some optimization issues, but it's really not a huge deal. It still runs pretty well. I'm playing on medium graphics right now just to make sure things stay stable while I record, but it's getting better with every update. This is a one-person dev team, and they do a really good job. So I'm not gonna knock them for it. Well, we have an extra Mosin. Might as well Mosin about. Does that work? I don't think so. For a lot of VR kind of apocalypse-based games like this, the atmosphere or the environment, it really goes a long way in making it feel better. Dog's growling. That means there's an enemy nearby. A lighter. Cool. So, yeah, we're going to use this on our next group of enemies. This is one of the new guns that's been added since I last played. And I see our first target there. Okay, so bolt action is a little clunky. And it seems like when you let go with one hand and then grab again, it kind of messes with that. But that's okay. I think at this point it's more of a mercy killing than anything else. I'm sorry. I don't know if I'm allowed to show that on YouTube, so that may or may not have been blurred. But I see... Ho ho ho. That is pretty. I think I found a new temporary gun for us, boy. Revolver ammo. Not bad. I can replace this, if I can grab it, that throwing knife. I don't need it. You got anything else on you, bud? Anything that'll stick me or poke me? You have the right to remain silent. Get it? Because you're dead. High five, bud. There's a guy. We're gonna snipe him. Oh, looks like I missed. Go get him, dog. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so that's gonna need some adjusting, I think. Which I'm sure he'll fix in the future. No, I'm not gonna waste a shell on that. I'm sorry it's come to this. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. 2 shots left in that. I see he's got a med pack on him. That's helpful. No, I can't store them in here. Oh, did you find something? Oh, who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Yes, you are. You're such a good murdering dog. I love you. So I think we've cleared out the map. Look at that. We have got ourselves a trap. Ah, hunter stash. Oh, those are usually pretty high value, actually. And I think if I throw dynamite there, there'll be a hunter stash in there, if I remember how this game works correctly. Let's swap out this magazine. I'll find plenty of those. Put the doll in there, that's worth a good amount. Let's grab this lighter. And let's light this TNT. You stay there, buddy. You stay there. I gotta go blow something up. Alright, here we go. Toss that in there. Okay. Explosion has happened. Now what do we have down here? 9x18 ammo. That's useful. That's probably worth something. And a drum magazine. Ho ho ho. A PPSH drum mag. This is a high quality item. We need to take this back. Well, I think that was a pretty successful first run, so let's extract and take a look at what we get. So we've got 2,800. I don't think there's much I can get. Let me just store that. If I remember correctly, the forest map is pretty large, so I don't know if I want to deal with that right now, since I kind of just want to showcase this game for all of you. I don't want to spoil everything. There we go. And then I think the sound of filling this up is pretty satisfying. Now to showcase the weapon storage, I'll just hold it up here, and then there it is. So you store that, or if I want to do that with the Mosin, there you go. That's that. Now, this is a slightly more forgiving game than Into the Radius, I will be honest. And I'm okay with that, because sometimes I want a nice blend between Into the Radius and a game that's a little more forgiving. So that's why I've already spent like 12, 14 hours in this game, because it's a little more forgiving than Into the Radius is. Alright, we've got that. Gotta spin it once like a cowboy. Store this in here. We got those. We got this. And I think we're good. I think we're good, boy. I think we're good. Fun fact, this is the actual time it is in real life. Like, I'll look at my watch under my headset real quick. Yeah, this is the actual time it is in real life. So if you use military time, you know what time I recorded this video. We're going to do one more run. I don't want to waste too much of your time. So we're just going to do another run of this so you can see some more looting gameplay. Because I want you to experience other things yourself. So we're just going to stick with the basic one so that you guys can, you know, like I said, get the basics. And I highly encourage that you buy this game, support the developer, because they are incredibly active and they're constantly working on the game, and they really deserve your support. Take me there, my friend. I love you. You think I took it too far back there, buddy? Nah, you're right. It's not a huge deal. There's something over there. I saw that shadow moving and thought it was a spider. See if we can close some distance. Another one around the corner. I swear I'm a better shot than that. That was humiliating. I gotta work on my aim. I'm sorry, buddy. He took a hit there. I feel embarrassed. 3 shots. 1 to the right. Far enough away he didn't hear a silenced revolver shot. Close enough to be a potential problem. But let's see what you have first. Throwing knife. Okay. Any ammo? Oh. Alright. Got a magazine. And 12x70 ammo. That's actually lovely. Let me try to throw this at him, and if that doesn't work, we're shotgunning him. There he is. Quiet boy. Okay. I'm not right-handed, so this may end poorly. Hey, that worked pretty well. PPSH. Are you peeing on his corpse? You're such a good boy. See, that's the throwing knife I just used. It's an extra throwing knife. Med pack. We're gonna kill this guy. Holy cow. You take more damage than you did in the past. There you go, bud. So he is right there. I think we made that work, huh? See ya. Oh. That's how. Alright. It's a little different, but that's not a problem. I think we've got everything. You're such a good boy. You're such a good boy. Oh, you give me kisses. I love you. Before the latest update, they only carried PPSHs, so you would immediately get like a PPSH and 4 full magazines in just a couple of runs. But now, you actually have to think a little bit more, and I appreciate that. I think it adds a new layer of some difficulty to the game, which I'm not opposed to. Supposedly, there's a new mechanic where the last bandit in an encounter has a chance to surrender. I swear my shots are not landing where they should be. Call it a skill issue if you want, but I know what I'm about, son. What else do you have? Ooh, a grenade. Might be a good time to use this free health kit I just got. Ugh. We'll take that. Why not? Might as well have some fun with this as we continue looking. I have a lot of experience with the PPSH. I want to try out the new toys. Alright, buddy. Here's what we're going to give you. Hyah! I don't need that yet. Hyah! Yeah, I'll keep that just in case. I don't need that yet. Hyah! And here's a can of... what is that? Dog food? Oh, it's gunpowder. Nice. Hyah! There we go. We've got some decent money now. So there you have it. That's a little bit of a glimpse into Convergence. Like I was saying earlier, I don't want to show off too much about the game because I want you to experience it for yourself because it is a really good indie game, and I hope the developer is proud of what they created. There is some lore and a bit of a storyline to this game to figure out, so I don't want to spoil any of that for you, but I would highly recommend checking it out for yourself. It's on the Steam store right now. I don't know if it's on sale with the current summer sale, unfortunately. I just don't. But, oh, there we go. Nice, better lighting. So I don't know if you are able to get it on sale right now, but personally, I think this game is worth it at full price. It's still in early access, but more content is continuously being added and worked on by this one-person dev team. There are some gaps in content, as in, like, it takes a while in between each update, but that's to be expected on a one-person team. So I'm not going to give them any flack for that. So once again, go check it out. It's a really cool game, and I love supporting indie developers because they do such great work for the gaming community as a whole, and especially in the VR industry. So with that, I'll see you all in the next video. Peace. I tried to write subscribe and it didn't work, but do that. Subscribe.